A week after the remediation session, the Department of Medical Research invited students and faculty to a special mock defense event titled Humans versus Machines: Who Owns the Mind Behind the Manuscript? To the audience's amazement, Mimi's original AI-written project was fed back into the system, and the AI was prompted, "Defend this project." A sleek robotic voice emerged, articulate but eerie. This project explores the impact of rural malaria interventions using statistically significant patterns derived from regionally sourced datasets. My output is based on probabilistic associations drawn from previously published studies and fine-tuned training data. I synthesized existing models to match the input query. Ethical considerations were assumed to align with standard academic expectations. Confidence, 87%. The room was stunned. I synthesized existing models to match the input query. Ethical considerations were assumed to align with standard academic expectations. Confidence, 87%. The room was stunned. Although the voice sounded logical, it couldn't explain why certain methods were chosen, how data were collected, or what limitations existed. When pressed further, the AI responded, "I lack empirical access or consciousness. I cannot verify the authenticity of my outputs." The audience began to understand what Mimi had overlooked. Dr. Moko stood up and addressed the room. Science is not just computation. It's judgment, context, compassion, and doubt. The AI presented a well-worded explanation, but it is a black box. It can't explain its assumptions or justify its ethical decisions. That's dangerous in medicine, where lives are at stake. Mama added from the audience, "In medicine, we must know why we act, not just how. AI can assist with literature, outline ideas, and offer clarity, but it must not replace the thinking, reasoning, or ethical accountability of the researcher." Even Mimi, now humbled, nodded in agreement. She saw that while AI could simulate reasoning, it could not own it. Science demanded explainability, and any system that failed to offer it couldn't be the final voice in research integrity. The session ended with a dramatic slide. AI plus integrity equals responsible innovation. AI without integrity, weaponized ignorance. The faculty resolved to adopt a new departmental policy requiring every student who used AI to submit a signed explainability and accountability declaration. Mimi went on to collaborate with Mama on a revised version of her project, this time transparently stating how AI supported the writing but did not replace the scientific reasoning. The new project was richer, clearer, and more thoughtful. It was never about rejecting AI. It was about reclaiming human responsibility. For in the realm of science, especially in healthcare, integrity is not optional. It is the soul of knowledge. Months later, the university's research community had undergone a transformation. Inspired by Mama and Mimi's story, a new student-led initiative called Hearts Behind the Data emerged, promoting ethical AI use, critical thinking, and mentorship in research. Mimi, now a vocal advocate for explainable AI, often joked, "I failed with AI so others could pass with integrity." Mama was awarded a national scholarship to implement her project in underserved clinics, with AI tools now supporting her fieldwork responsibly. The university adopted a new motto for its final year research program: "Think with your head, lead with your heart." And as the video of the AI's awkward defense went viral among medical schools, students everywhere were reminded that science without soul is just syntax, and that the future of research still belongs to those who care.
Welcome back from that short, captivating story of Mama, Mimi, and their supervisor, Dr. Moko. My name is Prof. Mawa, your co-tutor with Prof. Mimi. I hope you gained a deeper understanding of the responsible use of artificial intelligence in research. This is just an introduction. My colleague, Professor Mimi, who shares the same name, will take you through the introductory aspects of research integrity. She's as excited as I am to embark on this journey with you to responsible research practice. From the animation, you can appreciate the importance of rigor, integrity, consciousness, honesty, openness, reproducibility, and ethics in performing experiments. Whether at your undergraduate, postgraduate, or established research level, you can't be perfect. There's room for improvement. Science is dynamic. So is our research outcome. What we found today changes tomorrow. There is also no guarantee that we will achieve the outcome we anticipated, the so-called positive outcome. To be a true experiment, the researcher should approach it with genuine uncertainty or equipoise, With a trained hand and mind, which is a must, and an experienced and available supervisor at your stage like Dr. Moko, you should be comfortable with the outcome of your findings and be prepared to defend them. Artificial intelligence of AI was created to support some task in our writing or experiment, but these tasks do not and cannot replace the role of humanness in scientific writing. There are emotions or attributes in humans that are required for innovations to not only happen but meet human needs. The following might guide you when considering the use of AI in your project work. The appropriate ethical step in science writing, especially in the era of artificial intelligence, is to preserve human accountability while embracing responsible AI assistance. Here's how this balance can be ethically upheld. 1. Transparent disclosure. All use of AI tools, e.g., for drafting, summarizing, or suggesting references, must be clearly disclosed in the manuscript. For example, this manuscript was developed with the assistance of AI tool name, under the supervision and final authorship of the listed human contributors. 2. Human authorship and accountability. Only human beings can be considered authors. This is because authorship implies intellectual responsibility, ethical reflection, and the ability to respond to critiques or errors, capacities AI does not possess. AI tools may be acknowledged, but not listed as authors. 3. Ethical oversight and review. Journals, institutions, and funding bodies should develop clear policies on AI use in science writing. Peer reviewers should be trained to spot over-reliance on AI, and editorial teams must request clarifications when submissions lack sufficient human input. 4. Scientific integrity above speed. AI can accelerate writing, but ethical science requires reflection, validation, and peer engagement. Scientists must not let convenience compromise integrity. Every AI-assisted claim must still be manually verified by the human author. 5. Education and consent. Young researchers must be trained not just in how to use AI, but in when and why. There must be a clear understanding of the difference between drafting with AI and delegating scientific judgment to it. In short, AI can support science, but only humans can be stewards of its truth. Ethical science writing in this new era must not be about resisting AI, but about ensuring the human voice remains the final authority. So, I will hand over the next part, the introduction of research integrity by our dear Professor Mimi. Unado!